Hey guys, how's it going? Kulprit here. Today I'm going to bring you my trailer impressions. Yeah, I know everybody's doing them, and your inbox is probably full of them. Mine is too. But while I was doing it, I didn't plan on doing it, and then I was looking through all my other videos, and I found I was looking out for my particular favorite guys that share similar viewpoints of mine. Guys I respect their opinions of, like the Level Cavs, like the Don't Blinks, those guys. And while other guys might make good videos, they don't share the same game style as I do. So I was looking for those guys in particular, so I figured you guys might be looking for my input, my opinion. If you're not, bypass it. No hard feelings at all. But in case you're just wondering what Kulprit thinks, here it is. I'm going to try to keep it short for you guys. You know that's hard for me to do, but I am going to do my best. I'm going to try and watch this video right in front and just give you off-the-hip impressions of the maps. I may get things wrong. This is totally live. I'm doing it with a webcam. Just trying to do something a little bit different for you guys. And here we go. So this is the first map that we saw earlier. It's the snow map, it's the forest map, it's the mountain map. I really like this. I'm excited about this, thinking, there's tree cover, there's different terrain that'll affect flank routes, that'll affect everything. The water even, we'll see what elements that adds. I think there's a tunnel on this one that we saw in the other trailer. So I'm excited about this map. It's a nice change from what we've had, the desert kind of environment so far. And so I'm excited to test that out. This one seems probably the one that's most tilted towards infantry, as you'll see repeatedly through all these little commentaries they do on the maps we've seen. I'm really hoping that, obviously this is armored kill, this is vehicle heavy, that this will have plenty of space for infantry, because you guys know I'm not a vehicle guy. I have no interest in it. And, I don't mind a couple vehicles in the gameplay, like a rush mode, but I don't want it to be vehicle dominant. So I'm really hoping that I could play my normal infantry style on this, and I'm probably setting myself up to be let down, or like I like to say, disappointed. But that's my hope. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying infantry only, but they say all the game modes are there, so let's hope the rush mode isn't going to have 37 vehicles. It's going to have 2 or 3 just the same, and it's going to be a linear ride through the map. That's what I'm hoping for. I really don't know what to expect. After that one, though, the next one is one everybody's talking about. Everybody's very excited about it, and I don't really understand why. It is the night map that everybody's going crazy for. They literally are, and I get it. They've been asking for night maps, and I get it too. It's cool. We have Turin Highway, which is a night map, guys. If you forget, I know it's urban night, whatever. This one is too, and you see the big bright full moon, so it's pretty illuminated. That's great. I wonder if are we gonna have moon flare like we had solar flare? I mean, you know how DICE loves it. There we see the blue tint. I mean, I don't know where you live, but I don't see a blue tint at dusk usually. That's just me though. Maybe it's a hemispheric thing. I don't know. You see a lot of destruction here. I think this is called Death Valley. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if that's the one in California or if there's another one. I see power lines there. Not much to go on. Again, we see a lot of difference in terrain. We see some shrubbery, trees for cover, some water I see there. Looks like a little stream bed or something. I don't know. Not much to go on here. I like the map. Again, I just hope it's not too big for an infantry, intimate fighting. That's what I'm always looking for. It'd be good to get some perspective here. If like a tank rolled across, we could see like kind of, size comparison, that type of thing. It looks beautiful. I mean, I give DICE credit. They do beautiful artwork. They really do, and I'm going to get to that at the end of the video. This one's going to be interesting. This one, the IRNV scope, whatever, how the hell you say it, the infrared scope could play a decent role here. Again, I'm coming from an infantry's perspective, guys. This has nothing to do with vehicles. I don't claim to be an expert. That could be interesting here. Things like that could lessen the effect of sniping being nighttime. I don't know. These are just thoughts off the top of my head. Beautiful map, though. I'm really probably most excited about is all the difference in terrain. I think that's got to really add, the high ground, the low ground. I mean, I like urban combat, don't get me wrong, but if you're going to go outside of the urban element, do this. Do different terrain, mountains, crevices, canyons, all these shifting things where people have to fight for and have to flank around, and there's strength positions, power positions, and you have to use them to your advantage. Now, the next map is probably strangely the one I don't want to say I'm most excited about, but one I probably think has the most potential for me. And this is the one I was talking about. I believe it was heavy metal. Sorry, guys. I should have done my research. It's been a while since I played Bad Company 2. I believe it was heavy metal. It was the one that, was wide open farm fields, had the big hay bales in the middle. It was the one that had the really good team squad deathmatch map on too, that everybody played so much. And the vehicles come rolling through. But then there would be these little pockets of towns that you had no, the vehicles could go in there, but they could shoot up right away, and it was really about infantry kicking in doors and going door to door. Love that map. Love that map. And I'm hoping that's kind of the flavor this is going to be. I see a lot of buildings in here. I don't really necessarily see a village, but I'm hoping that, all those buildings is where the infantry is going to shine, and that is where I would shine. Sure, support with vehicles is great. I mean, I think the C-130 has been confirmed on 3 of the 4 maps, so you just got to assume it's going to be on all of them. I'm worried about that. I hope on a private server, there's a little checkbox, I can turn that sucker right off. But that's me. I don't want to come across as a hater. I worry about that with balance big time. Again, hilly, rocky, trees and shrubs. There's a road, which I like the idea. If you're going to do vehicle heavy, let's make some roads now, you know, because obviously we have the big desert one I'm going to get to in a second. It's going to be wide open. Let's make one with some avenues and choke points and things like that. You know, we know how DICE loves choke points. But it would be interesting from a vehicle perspective, I think. Again, a beautiful map again, from what I can see. Pretty cool looking. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. What more can I really say? I just hope it has a role for infantry. I'm going to touch on this next one a little bit, because, I mean, I kind of get annoyed that they tout the biggest battlefield map in history. It means nothing. It means nothing. It shows how out of touch they kind of are to tout that, frankly, because it just doesn't mean anything. What does that mean? I mean, look at Operation Firestorm, I think they said was the biggest, but we all know the flags are like, you know, they're like this. The map's like this, the flags are like this. And it means nothing. Basically, it gives you some flight lines. That's it. So until we actually play the game, we see what it's like. We have no idea. So, I mean, this one's probably gonna be the least for me as an infantry guy, because it's gonna be wide open. There's just not gonna be much of a role for me. It's gonna be vehicles, and that's fine. Hey, you guys are like that? Enjoy, have fun. This one, you know, probably the one I'm least excited about right now. Watch, and the irony, it'll be the one that I probably enjoy the most. Moving on, you know, this is just some gameplay footage that they do. Of course, they show the ATVs again, which is great. I think that's good. That allows the infantry guy like me to get in there a little faster. I think just from the tanks and vehicles, there's just too much going on, guys. There's just too much. I don't know. It just seems too chaotic to me. That's my biggest worry between everything in the air. And now this one, this clip to me is interesting. This is from that first map. God, I can't remember the name of it. It's something weird. This one's cool. Like this is what I'm talking about. I like the dock. You know, you see the fishing huts is the name of the point. So the lake's kind of frozen, so you can probably run across that. A lot of sniping, you know, vantage points. But you see a lot of the trees you can hide in. We don't really have too much of that in Battlefield 3. Like, we do have Caspian, but even there, those trees, you don't really use the trees that often. So here I could see, like, I guess it's coming from me playing DayZ a lot, where you hide in bushes a lot. You know, I'm looking right towards that. A lot of rocks, different levels. This looks really tight, you know, and you see a squad of infantry running, so that excites me. I definitely like the look of that. This is what I'm looking for right here. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is what I want right here. Again, some more gameplay. The C-130, that I've told you, balance-wise, that really worries me. Tank superiority. They might just call this tank clusterfuck. I don't have high hopes for this at all. This may work. It's just going to be too much. I don't know. I'm biased, obviously. So, you guys, I hope you enjoy it. I probably won't clock a minute on it. If I do, it'll probably be just as a goof. And then the real cool part of it at the end is these shots from Aftermath. Now, Aftermath is what I am excited about. I was excited about Close Quarters. I wasn't excited at all about Armored Kill. I'm lukewarm on Armored Kill. I know I'm setting myself up to be disappointed probably, but it's new maps, it's new things. I'm all for it. Battlefield needs something new, because Close Quarters isn't it. It doesn't transfer to the rest of the game, so I'm already back playing vanilla maps, so I'm pretty bored with them. So at least Armored Kill will give me something new in that regard. But Aftermath seems like it's going to be me. It's going to be urban, infantry, just chaos. And I mean, we look at here, the artwork's beautiful. Looks like we're back in the Mideast. Tehran, I think, is probably the setting. Isn't that the setting in the Earthquake in the first one? Or in the single player, I think. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to talk really fast, so I'm kind of losing my thought a little bit. I do have some concerns as we cycle through these maps now. And you can just take a look at some of the really, I mean, DICE does awesome artwork. They do awesome visual maps. My biggest concern here is all the clutter and destruction. We're going to have some gameplay balance issues as far as camping spots. You see stairs here, so obviously you can get up there. You can get up there, snipe, camp spots. We call them power positions loosely. My only hope is that they just, guys, let's take the reins off of Frostbite too, and let me destroy it. If some guy's up there on that 3rd floor and he's camping like a alright, he's camping, let's just say that he's holding the power position, I can shoot a rocket up there and take him out. I don't have to hit him. I'm just gonna take the position out. So it's time they let us do that. You can do that in Bad Company 2. Frostbite 2 has the capability. Let me do it. You know, that's all I'm asking you guys for. Probably won't happen, because the truth is consoles just can't handle it. Unfortunately, and probably some PCs can't. It's not a hate on console things. It's a technology limitation. It is what it is. So that's what I'm hoping, though, is that they turn up the destruction a little bit. But it looks beautiful. It looks really interesting to get in and just dig in. So I'm really looking forward to Aftermath already. which is bad because I gotta wait until December. So there you go, guys. There's some just quick hitters for you. I'm more than a little peeved, to be quite honest, about the whole Battlefield Premium Edition crap. What is it, $70, and you get everything that I paid for, $110 or something for it. What a joke. And then when you factor in that this idiot paid for it on Xbox and PlayStation, you know, if I don't get early access to the Battlefield 4 beta, these guys are crooks. You know, they're hurting their real loyal, avid, you know, passionate fans, and they're just kicking them in the nuts is what they're doing, and it drives me nuts. They love to troll us. They do it over and over again, and it just makes you wonder. They don't have one guy with a shred of common sense in that company that goes, whoa, guys, people are going to be pissed about this, but it's what they do. It's what they've done every step of the way. It's money grabs. I don't give a crap who's responsible, EA or DICE. It doesn't matter at this point, but I'm going to just not even care about that. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm getting the game. I'm not, you know, whatever. I'm still happy with what I bought. So, looking forward to this. And it's coming a lot sooner than I thought. First week or two in September. So that's pretty exciting. I'm going to have to get my ass back into Battlefield 3 and shake off some rust. So look for that in the future, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope I didn't bore you. Hope I just kind of gave you my feelings on it. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. And thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Take care.